Good morning, Facebook. I had a crazy busy day yesterday. I just woke up, by the way. I had a crazy busy day. Um, I found the best place to sleep last night. Uh, I don't even know where to start with this. Okay, so I had a crazy day. Basically, I had a bit of paperwork to do, so I ended up staying at a hotel that was like 6 minutes, like walking distance from a library, which was perfect. And that was the library where some guy, it's just the stupid stuff, the stupid gang stalking where like somebody always has to come in. Oh, she's in there, let's go in and share all of the photos and videos that we've seen of her. Look, that's her. Like, I'm just like, and then I just go, oh, by the way, that I have a federal case against you guys, so you have fun with that. And then they shut up, and then they want to act like it never happened. Anyway, so yeah, I did some paperwork, and then especially for the nonprofit, for Digital Deep Dive Corporation, because I needed to fix a couple things for the bylaws. And then I also what was it? I was messing with my emails and my Instagram, my Twitter, and everything to try to get a hold of it. And then I messed with my Apple Cloud to see who was on it. Somebody had an iPad that was attached to it, aside from the other two items that are attached to it that are constantly, even if I change the password, which I have, because they're already on the account, I was trying to get them off, but I couldn't. My phone doesn't work properly, so it won't allow me to get the Apple, the iCloud on the web, so that I can access it through like my iPad and figure stuff out. So that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And then gosh, I cleared out my email. I had like over 2,800 messages, and it's just spam, just stuff that I was like I wanted to do and then I didn't do. And I really need to get rid of this stupid email address because it's still Chavez, and I guess he's still claiming that it's my fault that he got arrested. And I feel sorry for him because I never wanted this for him, and I know how bad his claustrophobia is, but I guess he had already, in his 20s, he had already murdered one of his girlfriends. I don't know, because I remember seeing a picture, and he was like 20, and it said Richard Chavez in Orange County, and that's where he was all about Orange County. He was all about Santa Ana, and he looked so young. So, like, looking at him now, I was like, it kind of looks like him, but I'm not sure. But, deep down, I knew it was him. But I think because of he was younger. And like I said, he wasn't given the right opportunity. But to blame me for choosing to have a wire on you with the Phoenix police, to, record me, to create, street theater, to, create psychological torture for me, and then use my suffering and my instability because of the intentional psychological torture to record that. First of all, the Phoenix police used him. Yeah, he agreed to it. But if somebody came to you and said, I know not everybody's like me, but if somebody came to you and said, hey, this has already been going on, we already, she's under surveillance, she's under experimentation, she's not really a human, she's nothing. If she disappears, nobody's gonna care, we're gonna wipe it off, you're not gonna have any blame. A lot of people are gonna be like, cool. By the end of our relation, he was saying I was sad and pathetic. Well, I guess I'm not sad and pathetic anymore, Richard. But I really do feel sorry for you because I know the claustrophobia, being in handcuffs. I don't even know how high the felony charges are going to be. I don't even know if they're going to stick on you, because really, if you get a good lawyer, you are following orders. Yeah, they could claim whatever they want, but you could follow, you could say you were following orders and they were a higher authority, and I'm sure they blackmailed you. You know, they were probably telling you, we're just gonna throw you in jail, and what's anybody gonna do, and we're gonna RAPE you know, until you decide to do what we, you know, like, people are sick, and the judicial system is sick. You know, the first offense, which is supposed to be public safety, community neighborhood watches, and law enforcement, medical, fire department, and these are the first offenders, our first responders, and they are the top dogs at doing the most disgusting, discriminating stuff. Not just discriminating, illegal stuff, including trafficking drugs, you know, so let's not go there. Aside from that, that wasn't where I wanted to go. Anyway, so yeah, so I was at the library getting some stuff done, and I was really happy. They didn't expect me to use another computer, so they weren't prepared for that. So I actually got to spend a decent amount, but somebody still got on the computer. When I was doing the bylaws, they thought that they could erase everything I had done, but I had already saved it and printed it. So I got my bylaws. So you know, just dumb little stuff. And I was able to change my passwords on my Gmail account. You know, I was just cleaning out some electronic stuff. But yeah, so that was kind of nice. I have a couple songs that I already wrote. It's just I wanted to do them yesterday, but God decided he wanted to direct me to do some other stuff. So yeah, so I went to the bank because I was going to open up an account. I guess I shouldn't explain too much, but I was going to open up an account, and then I ended up not doing that, but redirecting some stuff. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then I just wanted to go, well, I was looking for a room, and people kept on hacking my phone. So every time I would look for a hotel room or something, it wouldn't go through. So I was kind of annoyed, and I decided, screw it, you know, I'm gonna go to karaoke. Well, actually, I talked to Spirit and the tarot cards, and Spirit was like, you need to go do something that makes you happy. And so I was directed to, like, look at clothes. Oh yeah, I got my little black obsidian. You know, like, it was just, everything was adding up, like little stuff that you know, God Almighty wanted me to go and look into. And yeah, and then there were a lot of birds, like, hey, because I was hungry, but I smelled this place, and it was like ice shave and whatever. I really wanted food, but I was like, I'm gonna get the what do you call it? They had waffles too. I love waffles, but I was like, I want food. I don't really want bread. I want food. But I ended up not even eating until like 11 o'clock last night. So this was at like 3 p.m. So I was just walking around in Scottsdale, just downtown Scottsdale, just, you know, whatever. And I ended up at this bar. It was like 414, and it was supposed to be for karaoke, so I was all excited. And there was a guy waiting there named Gabriel, and I guess he had forgotten his bags. Well, he had a bag that he left there, and I guess he's from LA. And I chit-chatted with him, whatever, and he's like, oh, do you like to drink? And I was like, yes, but no. Yeah, like, if it was legal, I would drink absinthe every day. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. Just one, you know, on the rocks. Just sit for hours, probably like 3 hours on the same freaking drink. I love absinthe. I like that black licorice. My mother, she loved black licorice. She and I were the only ones in the family that were like, black licorice, yeah, you know, like. Anyway, yeah, so the karaoke place wasn't open, so I was like, this is lame. So I told him, I was like, well, good luck getting your crap, because they were supposed to open, I guess, at like 7, and it was already 8:30, and I was like, screw this. So Yeah, it was already like 8:30. So I was like, no, I'm gonna find another place. So I found another place, and I thought it was like a hotel because it said like Earl's Inn, but I misread it, and it was Ernie's Inn, and but I thought it was like Earl's Inn, and I didn't realize that. I thought it was in Scottsdale because it said, oh, it's on North Scottsdale Avenue. It wasn't in Scottsdale. Anyway, the point is I tried to take the tram last night. It was like the A tram. I got on the A tram. It went halfway and then it started reversing. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Isn't this the A tram? Yeah, this is the A tram. Isn't it supposed to go back? I was asking the security. He's like, oh, no. You're on the wrong A tram. You needed the longer A tram. I was like, how am I supposed to know which A tram I'm supposed to be on? Why are there two? And he's all, no, you need to go to the other side because there's like a loop that it goes on. So I was like, all right. So he directed me to the loop area. I got off there and then I paid again, got on that one. And guess what? It was going west when I needed to go east. So now I'm going the complete wrong direction. So I got off on the next stop because I was like, what the? So I got off and I was like, this is BS. I'm just going to get an Uber. Like, this is just dumb. So I wasted like $30 on an Uber trying to get to this place that I could have sworn was only 35 minutes by bus, train, and it ended up being 35 minutes by car, and it was in Paradise Valley, and I just didn't, I was being careless, but it's okay. So I ended up going to this place, and I kept my location off for a while, so nobody was really like, oh, that's her. So it was pretty quiet and nice for a while. Normal people, that was nice. I wasn't being stared at for a while. That was great. And yeah, there were a couple ladies. One lady, she wanted me to do Celia Cruz, La Vida es un Carnaval. I love that song. And unfortunately, the white karaoke host did not have that music, so I couldn't do it for her. And then there was another lady that was here. She actually has connections to some good things. I'm just gonna put it out there like that. And so she was like, oh wow, you're a really good singer. And I was like, oh, thank you. And so I chatted with her for a bit. And then there was another guy who plays the guitar, but he only plays it for fun, older guy. He was nice. He bought me a drink. However, I left my drink alone while I went to sing. And I came back, and I remember how nice and carbonated my Angry Orchard was. And I tasted just a little bit, and it was flat. It was flatter, a lot flatter, and it didn't taste right. So I was like, they put a roofie in it. So I didn't even finish it. I'm like, man, what a waste of an Angry Orchard. Well, made me angry. But oh gosh, I could have too many somebody's orchard. Anyways, I've got bad thoughts. But yeah, so I was like, whatever. So I ended up going. After that, I just left because I was kind of disappointed in that. Oh, and then there was a good singer. There was another good singer. I never got his name. I really wanted to sing with him, but I think he might have left before I got a chance, because he kept on looking at me while he was playing pool with all his buddies. They were part of the perpetrator club, the stalking club. So they were out, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And he kept looking at me, and I wanted to talk to him. He was really nice. He was like, oh yeah, you were really good. But I was like, eh. And that's why I had to talk to the tarot cards, and I was like, crap, this guy was another one that RAPE'd me. So I was like, yeah, I don't that's really what it is. Like, I really don't. I need to meet somebody that has never met me, and I'm sure there's millions of people on this planet. I don't think I was RAPE'd by millions of people. Thousands, definitely. In 10 years, yeah, thousands. Yeah. I don't think tens of thousands. I'm just thinking thousands that have probably RAPE'd me. But yeah, there has to be somewhere else on this planet where I haven't met anyone and they haven't met me yet physically, that I could get to know, like, completely blank slate. Like, we don't know each other. We've never had a past life. We've never had a this life. We've never met. Like, that would be more exciting to me. Instead of all these people that have done me wrong, I would like to meet somebody who hasn't done a doggone thing to me, and who is at high vibration, who is not a twin flame, that I could build something with. I want to build. And everybody around me has only built destruction. I don't want destruction. I don't want to have to forgive somebody. I don't. I want to just be like, hi, we don't know each other. Let's get to know each other. Let's pick each other's brains. You know, let's explore the world together. Let's build something together. Let's, you know, cherish that time together, respect each other, appreciate each other's company, appreciate each other's individuality. I would really like to meet people I've never met before in any other lifetime, that, or in this lifetime, that has done me harm. Specifically, that has done me harm. You know, like if I meet another soulmate from another lifetime that hasn't done me harm, that'd be great. You know, like, but I really want new and improved, you know, not old and overtold. So yeah, this is getting long. I only wanted this to be like a 5-minute video. I don't even know if it's gonna, God, I can't even upload it right now because I have like 14% of battery, which I don't understand because I had 20 something before I went to sleep, but whatever. Anyway, I did want to show, I slept in a really nice place because it's raining, and I found this really nice place under it's cute. So there's little chairs. So I have my little chair bed I made with my little blankie, and it's been nice. But somebody kept on driving around on one of those street sweepers to keep waking me up. They did it for like 2 hours straight, and I was like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, you can keep doing it. I was already awake before they came around, so I was like, keep on driving, you didn't hurt me. I was already awake. But this is so cute with the little thing, and then there's like this little store or greenery. It's really cute. So I had a really nice night last night. Gosh, my voice was cracking so much, and it was really nice. I had a really nice night, even though there were a bunch of perpetrators. But it was nice. It's nice to connect to people. It's just, I really would like to connect to people that haven't screwed me over. That'd be great. It's coming. It's coming. I'm excited today. I have to get a couple things, and then I'm probably going to, hi. I have to get a couple things, and then somebody came. I'm probably going to have to, I'm gonna chill for the rest of the day. I'm hoping that I do have something, and then, this is early that she's doing this. But anyway, because now she's miraculously, but that's okay. Anyway. But yeah, so I am probably gonna end now because I have company. But I'm excited. It's just raining. I really don't want to be in the rain today, and I don't have an umbrella, so I'm just kind of waiting it out right now, which I don't want to do because that means that I have less time on my phone and everything. You know, which sucks because I have a power supply that Carl, my dad, gave me, and I had it at full capacity, and I could have sworn it was only at 3 bar capacity, and then when I tried to use it again, it's dead. And I'm like, what the hell? So I don't know, maybe it's a crappy battery power thing. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, God bless, you know. I don't even know how to do prayers to anybody. I'm really not very that kind of person. But you know, God bless everybody. I hope everybody stays safe and has protection, and you know, pray you're covered in the blood of Jesus and protected in the armor of the Lord Almighty, for he is our refuge. And protect all the light workers out there that mean well and are doing well for the greater good and for the higher vibration of this society. I pray for everybody's enlightenment. I pray that you have grace and everybody has the ability to face their fears with strength. And I love you all, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.